I cannot wait to bring you along on the Cape. We're actually gonna be going back in time. I've already wrapped up this trip and let me tell you, it was amazing. I'm so excited to share it with you today. It was a blast. I'm gonna be walking through everything on the trip. This is my first time visiting the Cape Cod area, visiting New England area. I live in Minnesota, so it's so exciting to kick off my summer here. It was beautiful. There's so much I could share, but I'm gonna let you see it for yourself throughout this video. I do have time marked down below if you want to jump through any specific days, any specific aspects that we did, because we sure jam-packed so much into this trip. I went with my family, so there was a total of 8 of us. It was just a great time to reset, to connect, and spend some time together. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go to the Cape. We flew in pretty late, and so we started the next morning off by walking around downtown Boston. It was my first time visiting here, so it was so nice to see the beautiful downtown area, the beautiful Boston Harbor, and just really enjoy this sunny summer day. We walked around all of the historic streets towards the Freedom Trail and enjoyed some lunch downtown. Loved seeing all the cobblestone streets, loved seeing all the architecture, all of the beautiful boats, and just spending some time in this gorgeous, gorgeous city. We didn't have a ton of time in Boston, but we did make it to the Paul Revere home. It was about a $5 entry fee. They did allow no videos, so I only got one of this courtyard, but it was really cute and a quick self-guided tour. Once we wrapped that up, we took about an hour-and-a-half drive to the Cape. We were staying in Hyannis, which was in the middle of the Cape and just a central spot for us. Now I am so happy to share our Airbnb tour. It was perfect size for a family of 8. Once you walked in, the small cottage had our room, which Jake and I shared with my brother. It had a large closet, an outside entry, and then also our own full bathroom to use. Next, we'll head out to the living room, the dining room, the small kitchen. All great. There was no dishwasher, so that was a lot of work. Next, we have the primary bedroom that my parents stayed in. Sorry, I could not figure out the light switch for this one, but it had a great bed in there and another full-size bathroom. Then we had one more full-size bathroom and my sister and her husband and my little niece's room that they all shared. And this had a private little patio off of the back. We didn't actually get a chance to use it, but it was a nice option to have. Day 2, I started coffee off at home on the patio, and then we were headed to Martha's Vineyard. We decided to take the ferry out of Woods Hole because it was a lot cheaper than the one out of Hyannis. It was about $20 round trip compared to $70 round trip. It was a 45-minute drive from Hyannis, but we were able to find the parking lot, which shuttled us down to the Woods Hole ferry port. We got there early. We were able to go grab some bites to eat and some coffee from this little cafe on top of the hill. It's called Pie in the Sky Bakery. And we just enjoyed our pastries as we waited for the ferry to take off. Overall, this ferry ride was so beautiful, so easy. My 2-year-old niece was able to do it so well, so I think anyone really could. It was probably about a 30-minute ride to Martha's, and we ended up deciding to go to Martha's over Nantucket because it seemed more accommodating for a day trip that we were looking for. Nantucket, well, I haven't been there, so I don't necessarily know. It seemed more of like a relaxing time that maybe you'd want to just spend as a more so beach day than just a quick day trip. We ported in the city of Vineyard Haven, which was so cute, very quaint and quiet. It was overall a lot smaller than we anticipated, but this was just kind of a random port that we had landed in. We had done some shopping in this area to check it out a little bit and just view the overall shops and restaurants, and then we decided to hop on the bus. They offer an $8 mobile pass for the full day, so easy to use. Everyone was able to hop on, hop off, even with the stroller, and my mom actually had a broken foot, so we had a little scooter that she had as well, which was very accommodating. We went straight to lunch, which was at the Sandbar. I had a mudslide, which I was dying to try out, and some fish and chips because why not? The perfect combo when you're on vacation. Then we decided to walk around the downtown area. This was much more touristy, much more packed than the port that we arrived in, but it was really nice to see. And of course, we had to stop in the carousel house. This is one of the oldest carousels, might be the world's oldest or the nation's oldest, I can't remember, but otherwise it's very old, and my little niece had so much fun riding in it. Next, we decided to explore the beaches a little bit, just walk around the area, and we hopped on the bus again to go to the Jaws Bridge. This was something my dad really wanted to see because Jaws is, of course, a classic movie, and the night before we were watching Jaws YouTube videos and just comparing Martha's Vineyard because it was all shot here. Hopped on the bus one more time to go to Edgartown, which was somewhere that was really highly recommended, and I can totally see why. It is what you would picture on beautiful Martha's Vineyard. It is so gorgeous. All of the landscape was perfectly manicured. The homes were absolutely beautiful. It was filled with so many plants, so many florals, and just overall a very gorgeous island town kind of vibe, and also just so charming. I would definitely recommend spending time here. I wish we would have had more time for it, but we only really had about 30-ish minutes to walk around so that we could head back to our port and make it on the ferry for the evening. On day 3, it was a very rainy day because it was, of course, New England and it's summer, so it is a bit colder when we went in June, but overall we were going to make the most of it. We explored downtown Hyannis first. I did not get any footage there, but we did head over to Lambert's Rainbow Fruit, which was so cute, a really great atmosphere and staff, and perfect for picking up some groceries to have on our vacation and just overall some lunch. We were able to try out some food. My boyfriend Jake, he got a sandwich to take home, which he really enjoyed. I got some clam chowder, and I also got some pasta salad, which was the best pasta salad I've ever had. The rain, it did give us a little bit of a break, so we decided to walk to the beach, which was very relaxing, very cozy in our sweats and sweatshirts, and just overall just nice to view because we live in Minnesota and do not get access to the coast as easily as I would like. So making the most of any rainy day at the beach is a must. On the beach, we did run into a small shark that had passed away, which was very sad, but also a little exciting for us to see a small shark because, of course, the Cape Cod is known for their great whites, and you can see these shark flags up on the beach all the time for being safe out on these waters. We ended the day by going to a local candy store called the Candy Corner, and my niece loved it. She got so much good candy. On day 4, we headed to the Old King's Coffee House, which was probably my favorite spot on this trip for coffee. You could tell it was great because the line was all the way out the door. Very nice atmosphere, very good coffee. I got an iced coffee, of course, to try out. And then we were headed to the National Seashore. This was about an hour to an hour and a half drive from Hyannis, and we were so excited to check it out. A park pass works really well here if you have one, so bring it. Otherwise, a day pass is $25 to access this beach. We did see a seal here, which was so great. There's that shark flag as well that I recommended you'll see a lot of, and just overall some lifeguards as well to keep you safe on the beach. It was a very nice beach, but it was a very cold day again because, of course, it is a little chillier on the Cape, so make sure you bring your jackets. We overall finished up our time at the National Seashore and would head to Provincetown next. Provincetown was absolutely amazing. It was so lively, so energetic, so much better than I really anticipated. I knew it was going to be great, but it was wonderful. Parking was madness, so make sure you're prepared to walk and find parking. But overall, we ended up exploring around. We went to Canteen for lunch. We went to all the different shops, checked out as much as we could to explore this area and take in all the different shops, all the energy, and they are highly known for being LGBTQ friendly and putting a huge emphasis on Pride, which we did go in Pride Month, and so that was wonderful to see all of the beautiful rainbow flags everywhere and all of the energy and excitement around Pride. So I really enjoyed having that fun surprise as well. I did end up buying a Cape Cod sweatshirt. Jake grabbed some food from the lobster pot to finish up our day. And then lastly, we headed to the Monument Tower, which is at the top of Provincetown on top of a hill. You do need to pay to go up. You can go up in this little tower along the bottom that takes you up to the top of it fairly easily. Otherwise, there is a parking area which you'll have to pay again. My recommendation, park here at the start, and then you can go in and out of the museum, climb up to the top of the tower, and you can park there the whole day, then walk downtown. We should have done this because initially we parked another spot, reparked, repaid, and all of that. But overall, the tower was pretty cool to experience because, of course, you're going to get those wonderful views. It is a lot of stairs, though, so make sure you are prepared and well for that. I did wear my Birkenstock clogs. They did survive pretty well on this, I would say, so just take it with what you will. Wear your tennis shoes if you are wanting to do that, walk around. Otherwise, you can do it on the spur of the moment as well. On day 5, we headed for coffee at Chez Anton, which that was really difficult to say, but it was a Belgium bakery, which was absolutely fun to experience. The owner was from Belgium himself, which was lovely and made me definitely crave a Europe trip. But overall, the pastries were delicious. The iced coffee was really good, and we were able to go on our day. This was a really exciting day because we were headed to whale watching. I've done whale watching in Hawaii, so it was fun to get to experience this on another coastline and just see what the whales would be like in the New England area. We overall had a very large ship we'd get on, so I would recommend going early if you want good seats together. Otherwise, people do move around a ton. We did not go back to our original seats at all. We ended up moving so much and finding new spots, splitting up, and getting all of the best views that we could. Overall, this was an amazing trip. Really recommend doing whale watching because it was absolutely incredible, and just wait till you see the whales we saw. Beautiful, so stunning, and just an incredible experience. Along the way, we were also able to see that Provincetown area that we went to the day before, got to see the tower a little bit, see the lighthouse, see the National Seashore. So that was also really cool to experience. This is something that you could go do earlier in your trip to get a bearings of the area as well if you're interested in doing that. And there they are. This was absolutely incredible. I have never seen whales this close, seen so many. There were different pods, and I guess they come back to the same area every single year for their migration. So the owners on this boat, or the individuals that ran our tour guide, actually know all the whales by their name, and the whales know the boat as well. So they know it's safe. There were lots of fishermen out as well on their smaller boats that were going to see the area and could also experience this on their own. They were not that far off of the shoreline, which was very surprising, but they just know this is a great area to get their nutrients and resources for food. So they really enjoy this spot, and I was in awe being able to see them and experience this absolutely stunning view of nature. Whale watching was about $70, I believe, per person, but it was a overall 3 to 4 hour day. You can bring your own snacks, otherwise they have some on board that you can buy, and overall an amazing experience because you're getting out on the water, you're seeing whales, and you're just seeing the beautiful horizon of Cape Cod as well. Jake and I had a great time, and my whole family did. My niece did not come on this actually. My sister decided to stay back with her, and they did not come, but you could bring little ones if you have them as well. We did not have lunch on the boat. We just kind of snacked a little bit, so we were pretty hungry when we got back, so we decided to head to a local restaurant, which was supposed to have a beautiful patio, and let me just say it was absolutely stunning. I was not expecting to experience that atmosphere, but it was called Anjo Mexican Bistro. It was gorgeous, so much patio space, heaters to keep you warm as well, and just overall a beautiful, beautiful setting to enjoy our dinner in. We got some margs, of course, we got some queso and chips, I had some street tacos, and overall it was so delicious. We walked around the downtown area a little bit more. We were on the hunt for a few more t-shirts. Jake played around in this shark aspect as well, and then I grabbed some popcorn as a little take-home gift as well. This was super good. They have some unique flavors at Smith Family Popcorn. Recommend stopping in there. And then of course we needed one last trip to the ice cream shop, so we went to Cape Cod Creamery. I would recommend the coconut ice cream. So good, but what can go wrong with ice cream? It's always delicious. I did add some caramel on top as well because why not? We're ending our vacation, so making the most of it. On the last day, we did have to drive back right away to Boston to go to the airport and just overall head home back to Minnesota.
Take it down.